Today I'm going to talk about something that has been a little difficult for me. I had to recently declutter and actually make room in my spare bedroom for a bed and a desk because someone's staying with me. I'm happy to have the person and the cat here. Yay, cat! It's wonderful having a cat in the house again for a little while. I don't know how long this person's staying, but they needed a place to sleep and a place to have a desk to put their computer. So I had wall-to-wall stuff in my bedroom, in that spare bedroom, and now I have it in my bedroom because I had to move a lot of things from there into my room to make room, and I was happy to do that because when they're gone I can move the things back. But while I was moving things around, I also decluttered a lot. I'll show you a quick picture of my bedroom here, a quick little video that I took, and it's basically one wall with a window, and I kind of blocked the window with shelves and stuff, but it's okay. And it's kind of how all the walls looked like in my spare room. I didn't take any pictures. I didn't think of it. I was just kind of frantic thinking I have to get this done. So here's a look at my bedroom now with a lot of the stuff from the spare room. I wanted to show you my bedroom. This is the wall where the window is with lots and lots of stuff. I have containers here. I have shelves, more shelves, containers, and they're all full. Over here in the corner is stuff for the yard sale. Once that's gone, I can get rid of the containers and the stuff, hopefully. There's a card table, just lots of things. I have way too much stuff, and having it in my room instead of in the spare room where I don't see it all the time is kind of eye-opening for me. So I plan to get rid of a lot of this, and when my house guest is gone, I can put some stuff back in that bedroom, but I don't want it to get out of hand. So it's a goal to reach. So it's a lot of stuff, isn't it? And I did take a short video of me sorting out one little box, and I'll show you that. It's representative of kind of how I sorted things. I put things that I wanted to keep. You know, I would take like a box to my bedroom and put it on the bed or whatever, put the box on the floor and spread the stuff out on my bed so that I could organize it into what I wanted to keep, what I wanted to donate, what I wanted to sell. So here's that video showing sort of my thought process and why I keep certain things. I'm doing a large decluttering around my house. I'm trying to clear out my spare room, so I'm going through everything and just deciding if I really need to keep any of it. So today I wanted to show you, I got this box out of my closet and I just kind of dumped it all out, and I'm looking at it now. And these are some of the things that I mostly want to keep. Some of it I'm gonna move along, but I have collected these little spools of thread. I love the writing on the spools themselves. This is pure silk thread. Some of them are probably cotton, but I just adore these. I think they're wonderful. They don't make stuff like this anymore, and I just really love it. So I'm probably going to put these little spools in a jar. You've seen some of my other jars. These are pencils with writing on them, like advertising pencils. I don't need them. I'm probably never going to use them, but I'm going to keep them because I like them. This is just a few of the small spice jars I have, and I may make some tin can, you know, wind chime type things with them, but I'm not ready to let them go. This is a little package of components. There's some, it's a circle with 2 loops, you know, so you could wire them together and make a longer you know, something or other with them, and I'm not sure. I don't need them at all. 4 little pocket knives. These are adorable. These 3 are older. This one's an advertising one. It says the mini pocket knife, Union Pen Company. But I just love these little things. I'm not gonna, you know, donate those or anything. A little assortment of Christmas pins. I think these are all cute, and I think I'll just keep them. I think they're adorable. This is a box, a very small portion of costume jewelry. I went through a phase of buying these large tubs of costume jewelry at a thrift store, and it was like a treasure hunt. I would put a sheet down on the floor and sit there and sift through it, and I've sold a lot of it, so I feel like I've gotten my money back. But I'm not going to keep these. I'm going to put them out at a yard sale, and somebody will probably buy the whole lot for maybe $10. It'll be more than this. But there are a lot of beads and components and findings in this. So that's going to happen. And these are all a little nicer. I'm going to keep them to show to a guy who does precious metals and stuff, see if anything's worth any money. And if they are, I'll sell them to him. Then these are some more pieces of jewelry that I really like. The beads, like these gigantic ones I could use in crafts, like to make a hanging or something. Some stuff I just really like and I want to keep because I might use it in something someday. And then these chains, they're just flimsy chains. They're nothing special, but I could use those also in my crafts. So I just wanted to show you one little bit of what I've been working on. It's kind of crazy. I should have mentioned that my spare bedroom was full of Etsy inventory. I used to sell on Etsy for like 15 years, and I kind of stopped in the spring. I went on vacation for 3 weeks and was gone, so I had to put my shop on vacation mode. And I just got back and never turned it back on because I'm doing YouTube now and I'm earning money. Thank you everybody for watching my videos and commenting and helping out my channel. I appreciate it. And so I thought I don't have to do Etsy. It was getting very tiresome for me. At one point I had 2,000 items in my Etsy shop, and that is a lot of work. Just, you know, listing it, photographing it, then when it sells, finding it, you have to put it somewhere and know where you put it, and then shipping it and dealing with customers. So I don't miss it. I don't miss it at all. But a lot of the stuff that I decluttered was Etsy inventory. Some of it was things that I listed and never sold, and some things I'd never listed. You know, you just buy things and you know, may or may not get around to listing them if you have a lot. And I had a lot. So I'm keeping, like the video showed of me sorting, I'm keeping a few things to use for crafts. I will try to sell some to this guy who buys gold and silver and whatever, and put things out for a yard sale. And then what doesn't sell at the yard sale, I will donate. And that goes for lots of other stuff. I have a bunch of those plastic containers. They're like a dresser type thing with drawers, plastic drawers. I have at least 3 or 4 of those that I can sell, because when I had all this inventory, I needed somewhere to put it. So I would put a label on the front of the drawer of what was in there, and even label it D1, drawer 1, and put that in the listing on Etsy, just to help me find things, because it can be a job tracking down things that have sold. So I don't need all those containers anymore, all those plastic drawers, and I have big tubs, which I will keep because, you know, they're great for storing things. They have a lid and they're more secure. So it's been a big job. It's been good to get things sorted out, and I've donated. I wanted to talk about some place where I donated kind of craft and art supplies. I had a lot of stuff that I've just never used. and I decided this is silly. I've had it for years and I've never used it. I'm probably not going to use it. So I called a local high school and asked if their art department could use some various art supplies. And they weren't things like glue sticks and, anything store-bought like that you would just be able to go. These were old papers that you could cut out and make cards or, use them for different things. And they said, sure. So I took about 3 boxes plus several totes full of stuff one time, and now the back of my car is full of that kind of stuff again. And I need to go in and ask them if I can donate more, because I want the stuff to be used. I don't want the things that I gathered. It's a treasure hunt for me. I love looking for things, and I feel like I'm rescuing it if I buy things that are older, and I think they're special. It's things you can't buy anymore. And so I'm hoping somebody appreciates them and uses them, or not. I'll never know, and that's okay. Out of sight, out of mind, I guess. But I'm just curious, how do you declutter? Have you ever had a deadline like this? Because I had a deadline where I had to get the room cleared out enough. I mean, there's still stuff in there of mine that I didn't move because I had a lot of stuff in there. It was wall to wall. 3 walls were full of shelves that were full of stuff. These plastic drawers, tubs, all kinds of stuff. And there's still some of that in there, but not as much at all. But have you ever had a deadline like that where you needed a certain area of your house, maybe a part of the garage or a basement area where you use it for storage, and you've had to clean it out so that somebody else could, either move in or park a car or, anything like that? Let me know in the comments. I'd be curious how you did it. We're having a yard sale soon with our HOA, so I'm going to put a lot of it out. About probably 1/3 of the stuff you saw from my bedroom is for a yard sale, and I'm hoping that I can just get rid of it if it doesn't sell, because I don't need it. Some of the stuff I didn't even remember I had it. So that means it's time to let it go. So let me know in the comments if you've had this situation and how you handled it. And I'll see you next time.